Any longtime viewers of the channel will know that Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of my absolute favorite games of all time. This should come as no surprise. So it should also not be a shock that I believe that this game is criminally underrated. That isn't to say it wasn't a successful game. For all intents and purposes, this game, being the first outing for Warhorse Studios, was essentially an indie game. The dev team was relatively small and they were pretty much entirely crowdfunded. Yet, they managed to produce a game that is miles better than the vast majority of games ever created. Yet, for one reason or another, the game did not see the level of success that many other similar games did. Today we're going to have a little chat about some of the evidence that this game is an underrated gem, that the vast majority of gamers that love this genre have not even tried. So in the likely event that anyone watching this video hasn't played the game, I'll just briefly describe it to you so you have at least a basic understanding of what we're talking about today. Kingdom Come Deliverance is an open-world, single-player action RPG that whisks players away to the 15th century in Bohemia, where medieval Europe's gritty and unforgiving reality comes to life. Unlike typical fantasy RPGs, this game trades dragons and magic for historical authenticity. You step into the shoes of Henry, a simple blacksmith's son, whose life is thrown into turmoil when his village is ravaged by invaders. What ensues is a captivating tale of personal growth, political intrigue, and the harsh realities of a world marred by war. With a meticulously recreated medieval landscape, realistic combat, and a branching narrative that responds to your choices, every decision you make shapes not just your own destiny, but also the fate of the world around you. Kingdom Come Deliverance offers an immersive, challenging, and deeply engaging journey through a forgotten chapter of history. So in essence, the game was marketed as Dungeons and No Dragons, which made it perfect for me. Now, I don't hate fantasy. After all, The Lord of the Rings is my favorite book series of all time. However, the reason so many of my favorite games are fantasy RPGs isn't because of the fantasy elements. It's because of the medieval setting. So when a company decides they were going to produce a medieval RPG that was historically authentic without being a boring sim, I was hooked immediately. And so in that vein, I just wanted to start it off with the first reason that I believe this game is just ridiculously underrated. It's historical accuracy. Historical accuracy in Kingdom Come Deliverance is the bedrock upon which its excellence is built. The game takes players on a captivating journey to 15th century Bohemia, a time and place rarely explored in the gaming world. What sets it apart is its meticulous attention to detail in recreating this historical setting. From the architecture of the towns and castles to the intricate design of clothing and weapons, every aspect of the game's world breathes authenticity. Even the language and dialogue reflect the period's vernacular, making conversations feel like you're truly immersed in the past. This commitment to accuracy not only educates players about a lesser-known historical period, but also elevates the entire gaming experience. It's as if you stepped through a time portal, and every moment spent in this painstakingly crafted world is a history lesson and an adventure rolled into one. Kingdom Come Deliverance demonstrates that historical realism can be not only educational but also incredibly entertaining. Number 2, we have our realistic combat system. The realistic combat system in Kingdom Come Deliverance is a game changer, quite literally. Unlike many RPGs that rely on flashy, fantastical combat moves, this game takes a different approach. It draws inspiration from historical fencing manuals and leverages realistic physics to create battles that are as challenging as they are engaging. When you engage in combat, you won't find yourself effortlessly slaying hordes of enemies no matter how high of a level you are. Instead, you'll need to master the art of timing, positioning, and weapon choice. Every swing, block, and parry feels like a calculated move, and one wrong step can lead to a swift defeat. It's a refreshing departure from the button-mashing combat seen in many RPGs. Kingdom Come Deliverance demands that you learn, adapt, and genuinely earn your victories. This realistic combat system not only adds depth and immersion, but also makes every skirmish a thrilling and skill-based encounter, keeping players on their toes throughout their journey. And of course, if you don't want to participate and do all this work and learn and all that sort of stuff, you can just grab a bow and shoot your enemies. And number 3, we have something that we briefly mentioned, but we're going to look at a little bit more, and that's the non-fantasy setting. The decision to set Kingdom Come Deliverance in a non-fantasy setting is a bold and refreshing choice in the world of RPGs. While dragons, magic, and mythical magical creatures have their allure, this game takes a different route by grounding itself firmly in historical reality. You won't find wizards casting spells or fire-breathing beasts here. Instead, you'll face the everyday challenges of 15th century Bohemia, from bandit raids to political intrigue and the harsh realities of life during that period. This departure from the typical fantasy tropes allows the game to shine in its uniqueness. It captures the grittiness and authenticity of a bygone era, making every encounter, every dialogue choice, and every quest feel more relatable and engaging. It's a reminder that the past can be just as fascinating and captivating as any fantastical realm, and Kingdom Come Deliverance delivers this historical realism in a way that sets it apart from the crowd, providing a breath of fresh air for RPG and medieval enthusiasts. Number 4, deep storytelling. Kingdom Come Deliverance is not just a game, it's a compelling narrative experience. Its deep storytelling takes players on an intricate journey filled with layers of intrigue and personal growth. At the heart of the story is Henry, a humble blacksmith's son, thrust into a world torn apart by war and political turmoil. What sets this narrative apart is its maturity and complexity. You'll navigate a web of political alliances, personal vendettas, and moral dilemmas that have consequences far beyond the choices you make. The characters you meet are multi-dimensional, each with their own motivations and flaws, making every interaction feel significant. As you progress, Henry evolves from an inexperienced novice to a skilled warrior and a key player in the unfolding drama. Kingdom Come Deliverance isn't just about completing quests, it's about becoming a part of this meticulously crafted world, making impactful choices and experiencing a story that is both emotionally resonant and intellectually stimulating. It's a reminder that in the realm of gaming, storytelling can be as rich and intricate as any other form of narrative media, and this game excels in delivering that depth. Number 5, the reputation system. Unlike many great games that I love that have or claim to have a reputation system like Skyrim or even The Witcher 3, this game does have one, and it actually makes a difference, and it comes in 2 different forms, one being your local reputation that you'll have depending on the region of the game based on the things that you've done and the crimes you've committed, and the just basic intimidation factor in the reputation system that consists of what you're wearing affecting how people treat you. The reputation system in Kingdom Come Deliverance adds another layer of depth and realism to the game's world and character interactions. Unlike many RPGs where your choices often have simplistic consequences, here every action you take influences how NPCs perceive and treat you. If you're a virtuous knight, villagers will greet you with respect, and nobles will grant you access to their inner circle. However, if you become known as a troublemaker, doors may close, and people might speak ill of you. The dynamic system not only affects your quests and dialogue, but also reflects the consequences of your actions in a tangible way. It's an immersive experience where your reputation becomes a vital aspect of your character's identity, and you'll find yourself thinking twice about your choices, knowing that they can have lasting consequences. The reputation system in Kingdom Come Deliverance encourages players to engage with the world authentically, making it a standout feature that enhances both gameplay and storytelling. And speaking of storytelling, number 6, we have quest design. The quest design in Kingdom Come Deliverance is a testament to the game's commitment to player agency and immersion. Rather than offering straightforward linear missions, the game presents a rich tapestry of quests with multiple solutions and consequences. You're rarely handed clear objectives. Instead, you must investigate, make choices, and use your wits to progress. This approach keeps you engaged, as every decision you make ripples through the game's narrative, influencing outcomes and character relationships. It encourages exploration, as there are often multiple paths to achieve each goal, whether it's negotiating with NPCs, using stealth to infiltrate enemy camps, or engaging in combat, your choices matter. This complexity allows for meaningful replayability, as you can tackle quests differently in subsequent playthroughs, leading to new experiences and outcomes. Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't just guide you through a story, it immerses you in a world where your decisions truly shape your destiny, making it a standout title in the RPG genre. Number 7 brings us to a pretty obvious one, and that's the gorgeous open world. The open world of Kingdom Come Deliverance is breathtaking and an immersive masterpiece. Step into this meticulously crafted landscape and you'll find yourself in awe of its beauty and attention to detail. The game's rendition of 15th century Bohemia is nothing short of stunning, with lush forests, picturesque villages, and grand castles that transport you back in time. What sets this open world apart is its realism and authenticity. It feels like a living, breathing entity. The day-night cycle adds to the immersion as the world transforms from the warm glow of daytime to the eerie stillness of night. Every corner of this world tells a story, from the smallest details in the architecture to the natural beauty beauty of the landscape. It's not just a backdrop for your adventures, but a character in its own right. You can wander off the beaten path, explore hidden nooks, and stumble upon unexpected encounters and secrets. Kingdom Come Deliverance encourages exploration, and every vista is a reward in itself. It's a world that invites you to lose yourself in its beauty, making every moment of the journey an unforgettable experience. This gorgeous open world is a testament to the game's dedication to immersion and realism, setting a high bar for the genre. Number 8. Post-launch DLC support. Kingdom Come Deliverance doesn't just conclude with the base game. It extends its longevity and enriches the player experience through a series of post-launch DLCs. Warhorse Studios released 4 significant DLCs, those being The Amorous Adventures of the Bold Sir Hans Capon, From the Ashes, Band of Bastards, and A Woman's Lot. These expansions seamlessly integrate into the core game, expanding the world and the narrative that exists. In The Amorous Adventures of the Bold Sir Hans Capon, you delve into a humorous and romantic escapade. From the Ashes allows you to build and govern your own village, shaping the future of that region. Band of Bastards thrusts you into the midst of a mercenary group, adding thrilling combat scenarios, and A Woman's Lot provides a unique perspective, allowing you to play as a female character and to complete her storyline, as well as adding a new storyline for Henry to participate in. What makes these DLCs exceptional is how they enhance the base game, rather than feeling like separate add-ons. They offer fresh quests, characters, and gameplay mechanics that seamlessly integrate into the main story. For players who crave more adventures in the world of Kingdom Come Deliverance, these expansions provide not only additional content, but also new ways to engage with the richly crafted universe. By continually building upon the game's foundation, the post-launch DLC support exemplifies the developer's commitment to delivering a complete and evolving gaming experience. And the last thing I want to talk about is the sales performance. And now this one isn't really exactly like all the rest of the points I've highlighted. It's just a way that I like to point out to people that there are probably millions of people out there that would absolutely love this game, but have, for whatever reason, never even tried it. While Kingdom Come Deliverance may not have reached the astronomical sales figures of some other blockbuster titles, it has still achieved a commendable level of success in the world of open-world single-player action RPGs. As of my latest knowledge, which would be of, January 2022, because that's the last figure I was able to find for sales on this game, the game has sold over 4 million copies worldwide, which is a substantial achievement for a game with a historical and non-fantasy setting. To put this into perspective, when compared to other renowned titles in the genre, Kingdom Come Deliverance may not be the highest seller, but it still garnered a significant player base. For example, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, a game with very similar storytelling and a similar open world despite a vastly different setting and gameplay mechanics, has sold over 30 million copies. Red Dead Redemption 2, another game with a very similar storytelling and open world mechanics, again, despite having a very different setting, has sold over 36 million copies. And Skyrim, which is just kind of the benchmark for open world games that I like to use, has sold over 60 million copies as of 2021. While these numbers are all higher, they reflect the appeal of different game settings and styles. That being said, the crossover of people who enjoy those 3 games is very, very significant. And so, I think it's not that much of a leap in logic to say that Kingdom Come Deliverance is a game that a lot of those people would enjoy. So yes, 4 million sales is very impressive, especially for a game that, like I said, is basically an indie game. It's the first game this studio ever produced with a very small budget and team. However, there's potentially up to 60 million other people out there that would love this game, but have never even tried it. So it drives me wild that this game, despite how well it did, is actually as underrated as it is. What's important to note is that Kingdom Come Deliverance managed to capture the hearts of millions of players despite being an underdog in the genre. Its success demonstrates that there's a substantial audience hungry for historical authenticity and immersive storytelling in the gaming world. This game's sales performance, while not record-breaking, showcases its impact and the lasting impression it has left on those who've played it, earning its place in the pantheon of memorable RPGs. But that's really all there is to say about it. I'm sorry if I sounded like absolute dog shit at any point in this video. I have been sick for weeks. I just not even able to talk. and I knew that today was already pushing it, but it's been so long and I wanted to make this video. I wrote the script before I got sick, and I wanted to make this video for weeks now. So I just finally pushed through and I decided to do it today, even though I'm sure I sounded absolutely terrible. So I hope you're one of the millions of potential fans out there who have not yet tried this excellent game, and that you give it a try. At least wishlist it on Steam, as it constantly goes on sale for ridiculous discounts, which make it an insanely good deal considering the quality of the product. But that's all for today, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.